Hi everyone, welcome back. So, I'm going to be starting two new series with Axis and Allies, and they're both going to be Road to Platinums. So, I want to do a Road to Platinum with Axis and Allies, as that's my main objective really in Season 6 is to get both sides to Platinum. I've done it with Axis before. I was a sort of a lower Platinum player. I forget which season. It's not recording my thing by the way, which is odd. So yeah, hit in Season 1, Season 2 as well, I believe. It was Platinum in Season 2, that's when I stopped playing. But I've never hit it with Allies, so I would really like to get to Platinum with Allies this season. That's a big goal for me. So I thought I'd record, from now on, probably record all my games, do some live commentary for each game, and yeah, post the better games, I think, or the more interesting ones. And we'll hopefully see the progression throughout the season. The season ends next year in February, so we've got plenty of time to grind away. So should be good. I want to try and keep a decent win ratio for both sides. They're both not bad. For me, it's pretty good. For Allies, it's better than usual. 9 wins, 4 losses. We've got double the wins compared to losses. That's pretty good. Keep a double ratio. That'd be pretty happy. I'll be happy with that. We'll take that. But anyway, for the first game, we've got KARELDOORMAN. These are 2 games already started, so we're going to start a fresh one with Axis, and let's roll. Let's do it. Okay. So initially, not a great West Russia for him, although he did kill most stuff in Ukraine and then pulled out by the looks of it. So let's have a quick look. Ukraine. The attackers lost 3 infantry and 1, so not a bad ratio for us anyway. She did kill a fair amount of stuff. And we've got an extra fighter, which is pretty nice. So, cool. Again, we're going to do the usual build for Germany. 11 infantry, 2 artillery. Combat. I don't think we can take... what's it? No, we can't. I don't think we can take Caucasus Karelia this round. We'll just take it lightly with some infantry. Do my usual Atlantic attack. I got this one off the TTG guy. Sending 1 sub to kill the destroyer, and if the destroyer dies, that means, assuming you win the battle here, you can sometimes save for a submarine that cannot be attacked by anything in the Atlantic, which is kind of annoying for the Allies to deal with. And obviously you're going to be stacking northwestern Europe as well with planes, so it kind of makes dropping a UK fleet here that much more awkward. So we'll try that. We'll go for the Transjordan drop as well. See how our luck is. So we'll have 6 planes in northwestern this round, which should be nice, assuming we actually win this fight. I think that's all I want to do though. Like Karelia take, normal attack here. Planes are involved. Nothing to attack on the Russian front really. I could, I suppose, go for West Russia here, but it would mean committing all my planes. That's tempting. I think we'll leave it though. I don't want to. I'm gonna have to put some tanks in there as well. I don't really want to leave tanks on the front line for them just to counter attack. Because we've got a lot of units still left. 5 tanks left, so I can't really risk that. Okay, I think that looks good to me. Let's do it. So, fingers crossed for some good rolls. Okay, good. Solid start. I did lose that battleship in a recent game actually, on Germany 1. Brutal. It's so annoying to lose that, because obviously the transport then can't land. Okay, this is not good though. That's better. Okay, cool. So we'll do the Season 10 battle first, because we want to find out if the destroyer's alive or not. That might reflect on what hits we take on our fleet. Okay, no hits. No hits. Shame. It happens though. So now we'll just hit the subs, the damage, because they're going to get destroyed anyway next round. So. Okay, not too bad. Finish off this battleship. I hope. Okay, Okay, guys, thank you. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so move everything into range. So I want my tanks in Poland because they can hit everything. They can hit Ukraine, West Russia, and Karelia if they need to. I'm going to pull a few guys back from here. Move you up, move you up. I'm thinking just going to keep the defences on the front line minimal, so we're not committing too much to make them a target for the Russians here. Because they could very easily strafe one of these settlements, one of these provinces, and wear out my infantry line. So keep the front line minimal. You can always counter-attack. So all planes to northwest Europe, and all tanks to Poland, basically. Move you forward. Get you guys moving up as well. So what do we got in Poland then? So we'll stack Libya as well, because they want to really ideally kill the battleship and transport rather than going for the troops in Libya. So we can afford to sit close to the border here with Egypt. What have I got here? I've got 2 infantry able to attack Ukraine. So you always got to make sure you leave something in range of Ukraine. If they go for it, you want an infantry obviously to take the hits, go for a counter-attack. I think that's good. What have we got going to Baltic states? 5 infantry, 1 anti-air. It's safe anyway, that's fine. Let's move one more guy up as well actually. So we've got 3 infantry here then. 3 infantry in range of Ukraine. And then more moving towards... Yeah, we're hopefully going to be stacking Karelia next round if we can. So what have we got going to northwest and 6 fighters? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's good. So putting 1 artillery down in Italy just in case our transport survives on the off chance. Okay. Having 6 fighters is definitely nice. It's going to hopefully deter a fleet being dropped, although he may still go for it because it's a little bit risky going for it. If he takes no hits from the cruiser, he may just drop it. Who knows? There we go. And that's Germany 1. I'll see you back for Japan 1. Okay, so we're back for Japan 1. Let's have a quick look what the UK did. Round 1. So 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 2 fighters. Combat. So took up my transport, took back Transjordan as expected, destroyed my... Oof, okay, so killed my battleship with no losses, so he moved his bomber back to Egypt. So I guess we have to attack this now, I suppose. Which is kind of annoying actually, it's nice to see that die, obviously you expect that to die in the attack against the battleship, so not great from us. 61, so I lost my transport from a carrier and a cruiser attack. And he mobilised, okay. So 3 into India and 1 into Ukraine. He didn't go for the cruiser, interesting, in Season 7, so that's now free. So I'll probably bring that back to Season 5, and obviously threaten the this 1 extra attacker I've got to go for the UK fleet. So that's really weird, actually. I very rarely see that cruiser alive by round 2. Or, you know, he may still go with a bomber, but I doubt it. I doubt he'll risk it. Strange. Okay, so Japan 1. We lost our transport obviously, so I want to go for 3 now, and then 3 infantry. Now the question here is, he's left, is this Sichuan? He's left this without an extra defender. There's normally an extra Russian infantry here, but because there's not one, I'd quite like to attack this and try and kill his US fighter. So which means I may leave the attack on the US at Pearl Harbor this round, because I want the extra planes to help out with the rest of the land battles, so I think I might do that. Although it is nice to take Pearl Harbor early. The option is going for... I can still go for it, I suppose. If we do 1, 2, then 3, 4. So we do have odds to win that fight. It's just a little bit risky. We might be risking a plane depending on how the rolls go. I'm going to kill that transport, definitely. He's left 3 in Australia as well, which is quite a nice move. I like to do that as well, actually. Pick 1 up from New Zealand and leave the rest in Australia. It makes it a bit of a harder take for the Japanese if they want to go for it later on. Okay, so 4 and 4. Do this as well. Just see what the board looks like if I go for it. I don't particularly like 4 infantry going for... Yeah, 4 infantry going for 2. Try that. Maybe 5 against 2 and hold this. I can go there. This transport, where do I want to attack? I want to go for Yakut or Buryatia, sorry. 4 against 3, 4 against 2. My carrier is going to have to sit in this season 36, and he has. Yeah, I need to kill this definitely. So I might leave this battleship here just to defend, because he will have 3 fighters attacking this potentially. So I want to keep that well defended, which means I'm going to have to attack with this then. Yeah, we're a little bit stretched actually. I'd like a little bit more attacking this season as well, because we've got 1 free hit to take, but we're only attacking with 2. We did like 3 or 4 really. The other option is just to leave that. I'm gonna risk 1, 2. I'm gonna possibly leave the transport by itself and just go for the sea zone instead. So that will definitely die now. So where do I want to attack is the question with my transport. So yeah, take that fighter out. Use him in Yunnan instead actually, might be better. So I suppose we could go for this now if we wanted to. There is a danger going for, not like we've done it here, but if we were to take Buryatia too lightly, and then these infantry then took it back, there'd be a chance for a potential UK bomber here to attack this. So I need to make sure this dies, definitely. The way we're doing it here should be fine. I'm just thinking about keeping my transports safe when they get deployed. I want to put them here, obviously, but we'll see if that's a possibility. So, anyway, 4 versus 3, 5 versus 2, 5 versus 2, 4 versus 1. And Pearl Harbor is normal. That looks pretty good to me. It's fairly evenly spread. This is the main concern. A little bit thin going for Pearl Harbor and this as well, but yeah, we'll go for it. Let's try a bit more of a risky opener. Let's do it. So, Buryatia first. Okay. So the key fire, I would really like to kill this fighter if possible. Okay, too bad. Oh, that's good actually. Good return fire though. Alright, so Preston obviously can kill the fighter. Awesome. No hits. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. That was very fortunate. 1 infantry for 16 IPC worth of troops. It's fantastic. I'm killing that fighter as well. It's going to make things a lot easier for me. Anway, 5 versus 2. Hopefully we get a good roll on the first one. Ooh, very nice. Whoa, very nice. Okay, good luck so far. Hope we continue this for the rest of the battles. Yunnan. Okay, good hits. More. Perfect. Happily take 1 for that. That's good. And Pearl Harbor. Not the best, but not bad. Good return fire though. So we have to take the plane as a combat, as a hit here, because it's otherwise going to drag my carrier into the fight later on, so I have to get rid of it now. Okay. Take out the sub, I guess. Okay, everything's dead. Yeah, that was pretty good for me. I'm happy with that. Final battle here should be no problem. 2 hits to take as well, so we can afford to miss a few. That's painful though. Okay, that's 1 loss, but we should finish off this round. Yep, good. All misses, all hits. It's random dice for you. Bit annoying we took a hit there actually, so we've got to take something as a loss. We'll take the destroyer, obviously. Oh well. Overall though, very good Japan 1 there. I think actually we hit everything we wanted to do. So, when the plays back onto Wake Island, pull these guys back. Fantastic. So we're going to have, yeah, 4 transports sitting here. I'm going to put 2 and 2 actually, because I'm always terrified on Japan's turn and leaving transports undefended in 62. Because they always seem to find a way to kill them somehow. I don't know. It's so annoying. So I'm going to put 2 and 2 just because I'm petrified of losing them. I'm going to just make a note on this guy here. I need to kill this. Don't want to risk. Oh. Let's kill. Let's make sure that bomber dies, because bombers are always scary in this kind of situation. Okay, apart from that, I think we're good. Everyone's moved okay. Spread them out. Pretty good. So that was nice. Definitely a nice Japan 1 there, so we can hopefully push against this. We've got planes in range of Yakut for next round. We've got a good enough amount of infantry already in China, so we'll be able to push through towards Russia fairly quickly here. We're obviously not going to go for India. We're going to leave that alone and just try and figure out a way to kill Russia quickly here. Good Pearl Harbor, yeah, happy with that. I'll definitely take that. So we'll keep massing transports. I'm not sure what my build will be for next round, but I want to try and pressure Australia quickly, and also trying to get to Africa as well if we can, whilst also massing up troops in China. But there we go, Japan 1. I'll see you back for Germany 2. Okay, we're back for Germany 2. I'm going to quickly check what happened in the end of round 1 for USA. So, carrier 2 transports, 2 infantry, 2 artilleries. Any combat? Okay. So he took out my fleet with the destroyer, and that's quite nice for me in a way, because it means his battleship and destroyer are out of the Atlantic for a longer time. It's going to take them quite a few rounds to get back in position here, so the fleet's going to be a little bit weaker, which is nice for me, given I've got 6 fighters, so there may be an opportunity at some point to go for his fleet, maybe. Plus I've got a cruiser here as well, which is nice. Okay, non-com, yeah, getting in position here. I guess we're going to lose Finland and Norway this round, but it's to be expected. We can hold, I've done the calculation, we can hold Karelia this round against whatever he's got in West Russia, so we will be going for a full take of Karelia this time, and trading Ukraine as well. Right, so round 2, 6 infantry, 2 artilleries, took Karelia, no units lost unfortunately, took Ukraine, no units lost. Okay, cool. He did try to take Belarus and lost 2 there, so that's quite a nice even trade there. I'm quite happy with that. That's good. Okay, so back to me then for round 2. Fairly similar. Guess we could go 3 artillery there. Just maxing out our IPC, obviously. Let's do that. So I need to kill this bomber then, that's going to die. It's kind of annoying having that alive, because you have to go for it, because you can't give the UK a spare bomber. It has to die, but it also means I'm going to throw away half my stack pretty much in Africa, so we're weakening our position here, and I can't commit everything to it, because he's got too much to attack me with. So yeah, it's kind of a bit of a shame, but we've got to do it anyway. We're going to use 3 here. We'll go all fighters, because I'm not going to be able to hold off a fleet here anymore. So we'll just take everything we can and throw it against Ukraine. We'll throw everything else at Karelia. Now the hope is we don't lose more than... If we lose 2 infantry, that's going to be a bit of a pain, but hopefully we only lose 1. I've calculated for 1, so we'll just go with that. Just 8, 14... 17 versus probably 19. And better attackers. Okay, cool. Looks good to me. Right. I think that's all I want to do. I can't obviously attack this, unfortunately. Yeah, that's good. See how the dice are. Okay, one dead bomber. Fair enough. Ukraine, this should fall in the first round, you'd expect. Wow, no. Crazy. Okay. You'd think 6 fighters would have it in the bag in the first round, but guess not. Okay, 2... maybe a little bit excessive on that. I probably should have sent 2 infantry, not 3, I guess, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, just 1, please. Oh, none. Even better. Perfect. Okay, let's get you moving up. Just going to pull this off as well, and this. Pull this cruiser back to Zone 5. We'll stack the planes in Belarusia. Sorry, Poland. Let's move you guys up as well. Move you together. We can delete this, or archive this map now, we don't need that. So, I want again, probably, let's have 1 and 2. Let's have 2 land units here, ready to counterattack Ukraine. We'll have the remaining 8 infantry moving up towards Karelia for obviously keeping the units moving towards Russia. Okay, looks pretty good. We'll keep the anti-air, the spare anti-air down here as well. So we're expecting to lose France or we'll lose a few things this round, I expect, but that's fine. Actually, now we've not got any transports remaining in the Mediterranean, it's better to have all the artillery going into Germany now. So they'll be quicker to the front line. That's good, how are we doing? Not too bad. So yeah, maybe one small, very minor mistake there. Yeah, that's a bit of a target now, we lost 2 infantry for that, but that's fine. But we're in Karelia now, which is good. And plenty of infantry moving forward. Still 6 fighters alive. This cruiser is so weird. It's really unusual having this at round 2. So we'll see if we can actually use this for anything at some point. If they take Norway and Finland together, we can't use the planes from Poland. If they're in Karelia, maybe next round we can have a go at it, but we'll see. I'm not sure where he's going to... It's looking like a Finland shock. But we'll see. He's still getting down to Morocco if he wants to. He's got options, so we'll see what happens. But there we go. That's Germany 2. I'll see you back for Japan 2. Okay, we're back for Japan 2. So just checking the board. We've got 4 transports in play now. So we want another one really, or drop a complex down. He is pushing a little bit here, which is a bit annoying. This is yeah, half a fleet, just harassing me a little bit. Right, we could go for a complex. Yeah, not a huge amount of IPC to spare. So I can fill up 3... Okay, yeah, that works. That's fine. So drop a complex in Manchuria and start the infantry. We do need to start moving out as well with some forces. Just thinking where to hit. The 3 in Australia is kind of annoying. Alright, we'll do that now. Move up forward. I'm not going to take Kazakh because I can only take with the artillery, and that's just going to die straight away to something from Russia. So I'm going to preserve that a little bit. Could go for this. We'll just try and take it lightly. We'll just throw 1 infantry in there, see what happens. If not, that's fine. Okay, and that should do it for Japan's turn. I think I might move some forces down actually towards Australia. Maybe next go, because I built a complex this round, so we're not gonna. Yeah, it's not that efficient. Okay, let's do it. Burma. Oh wow, efficient infantry. So I don't know. It feels like it's just me sometimes, but I feel like when attacking infantry, the opponents always seem to hit so frequently, and very often I attack like a territory with one infantry, with artillery and an infantry, and I still lose against one infantry because they just hit every single time. That's what it feels like. So annoying, so annoying. They just so consistently hit on on twos. So annoying. Right. Anyway, moving up. Moving up. Let's just prep something here. There is a sub in this fleet, which is annoying. I don't have a destroyer anymore, so we're just gonna have to make sure it's stacked. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use... No, forget that. Forget that. Jesus Christ, just let me cancel what I'm trying to do. Fucking hell. Okay, go there. You grab these guys. You grab these guys. Okay, I'm good. Let's cancel this move for now then, because we're not going to need to do that. I was thinking about moving a small fleet down to Australia, but we're not ready to do that yet. Guys in the sea. Okay, that's good. Complex dropped. We've pretty much have enough for... Technically we have enough for 4 transports as well. If I include the anti-air as well, which we won't need in Japan. Okay, that's good. Okay, doing alright so far, not too bad. I don't want to get distracted with India at all. I think we might trade Burma lightly here and there. I'm not going to get distracted. I want to move purely through China and head up and start setting up in Xinjiang. Start stacking up. So hopefully, yeah, keep this Russian player on his toes. See how we go though. Okay, that's Japan 2. See you back for UK 3. Sorry, Germany 3. Okay, we're back for Germany 3 against KARELDOORMAN. Okay, so we've got to look at round 2 for USA, transports and infantry. We know what they're going for. They took Norway, okay. Northwestern Europe, and took Morocco, okay. Round 3, 9 infantry for Russia. Tried to take Ukraine, but failed. Lost 1 infantry and 1 artillery. Nice, that's good for us. Okay, back to us. Right, I don't think I'll be sending any more infantry to the front line against Russia. I think maybe just try and control France now, so I'm thinking of going pretty heavy onto France this round. What can they bring? They've got only 2 transports, which is nice. Okay. I may go really hard on France and bring everything into the fight, and then try and hold it for another round, because what can they bring? They can only bring 1 transport, yeah, 3 transports worth, which is 6 against possibly like 15 guys. I want this back as well. Yeah, maybe just try and hold out now. Okay, let's go, so infantry at the front lines. So that's Germany stacked, and we've got a bit extra for... So pretty much done full deployment, yeah, that's not bad at all. Alright, we could try something a bit cheeky then. Let's go maybe 1, 2. I kind of don't want to throw away all the artillery, I'll be honest. It's a lot of artillery to throw away. But what can you actually bring? You can bring, yeah, 3... If we moved in everything, plus an anti-air. I'm really not sure if that's a good move or not. If we can actually hold that. So we'll be landing, yeah, we'd have about 15 guys, plus an anti-air. Interesting. Tempted to try it though. 1, 2, 3. We can't do anything with this cruiser apart from. I think we may as well just take out this transport now, I suppose. That's the best use we're going to get out of it, I guess. Just killing a transport up there. Because we can't take the main fleet, the planes aren't in range. Can't do anything else attack-wise. I'm going to risk this, and I'm not sure if this is a good move or not. It feels like a risky move because of the double attack, but I'm hoping with 15 guys it's going to deter, you know, a big assault. Maybe force them to go somewhere else, we'll see. Because they can't bring any, they can only bring 2 Americans to the fight for Germany. I'll have it stacked anyway. Okay, let's just try this. Let's try this. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Good. Oops. Paris. So hopefully we get no losses on this one. We should obviously kill all the units in one round, but hope to get no return fire. Okay, 1 return fire, not bad. So sitting in there, yeah, with 15 guys, as we thought. Cheeky attempt on West Russia. If we get lucky, that's nice. Okay, cool. Ah, they always hit back. They always hit back, man. Always on a 2. Unbelievable. Right, okay, so stack Germany up. Let's put an anti-air into France. Let's move you down as you. I'm going to stack Belarus so they can't take this. Or they can't take Ukraine heavy as well, because I can go through with lots of infantry and tanks to take this back. So having the infantry a stack here as well is going to protect. It's going to protect me from the pushing Ukraine. So we have 1 here and we have 9 here. Okay, they're fine where they are. Okay, they're fine obviously where they are as well. This should be interesting. I want to see if they can take this or not. Hoping it can hold, because we'll be reinforcing fairly frequently. If it holds, we can start putting planes in there as well. I'm going to risk putting a few more down here. I'm going to bring some tank. Because obviously we're not trying to push Russia. Russia's going to be, yeah, it's going to be the Japanese that are going to kill Russia if we do that. So I maybe want some more tanks back here to help out with their defense. Let's do that. Okay, let's do this. So, anti-air. Let's see how that goes. So we have a few options there, which is nice. 15 guys is no joke. If he goes for, yeah, he's going to get. If the UK goes for it, they're going to get slaughtered on the first assault, definitely. The Americans may take it, but it's going to be a tough take because again they've only got 6 units to do it with, and some planes. And if I keep the anti-air in there as well, that's going to be interesting. I want to take it off. I've got the anti-air currently set to take the hit first, which I think may be a mistake in this particular situation because we want the anti-air for the Americans as well. So keeping it alive is going to mean... maybe leave it. We'll leave it. That's fine. Okay, that's Germany 3. We'll see what do. I'm quite keen to see what UK does, as well as yeah, the Americans here, if they go for it or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll see you back for Japan 3. So back for Japan 3. From now on, I'll also be doing post commentary as opposed to live commentary. Due to the time I was recording these games, it was very late in the evening, so I didn't want to disturb people by doing voice commentary. So UK went for Northwestern Europe instead of France, which is nice. So France got a break, which I can now stack it, which is good. Extra transport for Japan. We're thinking about moving down to Australia, grabbing some IPC. We're also hitting all the bordering provinces of Russia, trying to do some trading. I can do a bomb, industrial bombing on Moscow here, just about. We can put things into Xinjiang if we need to defend. Taking Burma, obviously. I want to keep control of that. I did think about taking the transport by Persia, but it just pulled my fleet out of position, so I decided to leave it. Nice hit on the bombing raid there. 5 damage, always nice. Good to see. Yeah, we're going to be completely ignoring India here, obviously. Go straight for Russia, moving a few troops down to Philippines. So we're just prepping the hit on the west side of Australia for next round. We'll try and grab things quickly. So yeah, electric transport to replace the one we're moving down. That sub's not really a problem for me, as long as I've got a destroyer within the group that I'm moving forward. Or even if I don't, as long as you've got like a battleship, you should be fine, because the sub won't do anything. Just it's too weak on its own anyway. So trying to max out our numbers here, as well as we can anyway. Slight miscalculation there, in a sense. We should have had, it doesn't really matter. We had to deploy one more unit than we thought with the transport. So healthy lead so far, looking decent. About to grab some more IPC, and I'll see you back for Germany 4. Okay, Germany 4, 2 artilleries and 10 infantry. Since we held on to France last round, I thought I'd just try and stack it now to try and continue to hold it. My main objective now is to hold the 3 victory cities in Europe, so Karelia, Germany and France. Keep those, keep the allies out of those. We'll be trading Ukraine pretty much every single turn, probably Northwestern as well. I'm going to keep the Russians out of the thing. I did contemplate blitzing through and taking Norway, but I don't think it's worth it for one tank to take out. Just very briefly take out the the complex production. It doesn't really matter too much. I think it's worth a tank. Clean take a Ukraine, which is nice. I think a key thing for Germany is to minimise where you're trading, I suppose. If you can block up France early, that's nice, because you can, yeah. Trading France is not great in the early game. Also moving pretty much, yeah, all we can to defend France. So we're trying to stack it. We'll stack it fairly evenly compared to, you know, Germany and Karelia. I want to keep a nice distribution of troops across the 3 to make sure no target is easy for the Allies. Even with a 1-2 punch, it's going to be difficult to take any of those 3. So they're going to have to be stick with just landings in the smaller provinces, which is better for me, obviously, income-wise. So deploying straight to Karelia, obviously, we want to keep that stats. And Germany. So France is looking rock solid now. There's no way they're getting in there this round. As is Germany, as is Karelia, to be fair. So yeah, we're looking good so far. Decent attack power lead still as well, which is good. Okay, Japan 4. Getting 8 infantry for the transports, 3 tanks for the complex in Manchuria. Worked out nicely. Spent all our IPC. I had a stupid mistake here though. I should have picked up the infantry from Borneo, but I just went for the attack with 1 artillery, which is not great. That could have ended badly for my planes. It was yeah, bad mistake that. I was just rushing through it too quickly. So decided to go for Borneo, obviously, Kazakh and Novo, trading the more valuable Russian provinces. So Australia. Good hit on the bombardment. Artillery did its job, as did the plane. I was very fortunate there not to get two hits back, because I would have lost the plane for nothing. A very stupid mistake. So yeah, I was fortunate there. Well, it does still slow me down though, because I've now obviously I've not landed anything in Australia, so it's just a bit slower to. I've got to land again now with transports from probably East Indies, so not ideal. A bit inefficient, obviously. But we get all our trades, which is nice. Vologda and sorry, it's Vologda, wasn't it? No, not Novo. Burma fell. As does Kazakh. So pretty nice. Apart from that one bad move down there. So keeping the main stack in Xinjiang. Moving everything forward, obviously. Trying to build those numbers up and eventually, hopefully, push for Moscow. Also taking the the anti-airs are nice to have in the stack as well, just to avoid any sort of 1-2 punches. You can have a stack. Anti-airs just nice to deter any plane attacks that might come our way. But looking good though. 44 income for Japan. Okay, Germany 5. 12 infantry, maxing out our production because we've lost Italy. The UK, a cheeky attack on that. So we're going, obviously recapture that Ukraine and obviously northwestern, so fairly standard trading for Germany. Combat in Italy. Look at those rolls, beautiful. Northwestern, not great. Again, my luck with planes attacking is never great. I tend to get below average rolls with fighters attacking at least. But still got the territory. It's the main thing. Can't afford the allies to keep it for long. So fairly clean from us. Obviously, we're trying to again distribute all our troops quite evenly between the 3 main victory cities. Germany's obviously fine because we can deploy straight into there, so that's never a concern. Just going to make sure Karelia is reinforced, basically. I should have probably moved more units forward, I think, to Karelia. It was a little bit on the weaker side. I should have been, going through Poland, then Belarus to Karelia, but yeah, it's fine. Something to work on for next game. +7. A bit starved, but okay. Back to Japan for round 5. Did think about buying a complex for Kwantung this round, but I decided against it and went for 3 tanks instead. Didn't feel quite ready to do that. So correcting the mistake I made before, grabbing some more infantry for Australia. So we're finally actually occupying part of Australia now, which is nice. Go for Burma, Kazakh. I couldn't take Vologda because they stacked it with some infantry anti-air, so yeah, I had to leave Vologda this round, which is fair enough, but we'll go for what we can. Look at that. Terrible. Attacking with planes, I don't know. The luck's terrible. Unfortunately there, so yeah, we had no hits in the first round, so we couldn't take Burma. That's kind of crappy. Does leave us open to a tank blitz, but risky to go for it. Not great hits there either. We didn't hit anything with the infantry or the land units. Lucky no return fire in the second round though, so we got Kazakh. That's the main thing. So simple again, moving things towards Xinjiang. Yeah, so we'll be grabbing Australia, the rest of Australia. We're going to go for New Zealand, obviously, and probably hope to go for the Victory City as well, Hawaiian Islands, before we go for Africa or anything like that. So 3 tanks into Manchuria and 8 infantry into Japan as normal. So we're almost maxed out. We usually need to get a complex in Kwantung, and then we'll be on max production for Japan. So looking good. Still got an attack power lead, which is nice. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, Germany 6. Just maxing out on infantry as many as we can do. So interesting here, yeah, they've gone for the obviously the Finland stack now, so didn't take Northwestern, which is quite nice. So all we have to do is trade Ukraine this round, which is good. So minimal trades for Germany. We can't really do West Russia as well because it's weakening our Karelia stack too much. We're trying to put as many infantry as we can in there. So only Ukraine traded this time. With the fighters up to Karelia. Again, trying to make sure we have an even balance between all three. Yeah, I really should have been going through Poland quicker here, reinforcing from Germany, into Karelia through Poland and Belarusia. But yeah, it's known for next time now. So deploying straight into thing. So it's just a race now, really. The US is going to gain power, obviously, and at some point, hopefully, they'll be trying to push Karelia, and I've got to try and stop that with Japan, really reinforcing where I can. But yeah, still fairly even on both economy and attack power, so close game. Okay, we're back for Japan 6. I was contemplating getting a complex this round, but I decided we're going to go pure infantry this round, and then I'll do a complex next round. So I've got 11 banked up to obviously try and drop a complex while still also maxing out my 11 production slots. We're attacking everything we can: Burma, Kazakh, Vologda and Archangel, trying to hit all across the Russian front. Give Germany a bit of breathing room as well to keep the Russians tied up. Yeah, we had a view here to land our planes back into into Karelia as well to try and strengthen the stack a little bit. I've actually found out after this a nice way to reinforce Karelia with Japan is to blitz some tanks through on the non-com from Venki, I believe it is, yeah, through Archangel into Karelia, which is quite a nice idea. So that's a good way of getting land troops, past Russia. You've got to keep taking Archangel each round. Just something I'll know for next time, but good trades all in all. Took all the ones we wanted to. So yeah, we're landing all the planes back into Karelia to make that as strong as it can be. We are going for the 9 victory cities. That's the idea here. I'm getting close to getting Hawaii, and then it's just a case of getting India, which is going to be the hardest bit. Because Karelia is getting, obviously, the pressure in Karelia is pretty strong now, so I felt like my time was fairly limited at this point. The race was really on, and I don't think I was doing, well, I don't feel like I was doing particularly well. We're still ahead of the Allies' attack power, but it's close, so time is definitely short. So I'm going to make something happen fairly quickly, but yeah, we are going to go for the 9 victory cities. Germany 7, 11 infantry, and I believe that was 1 artillery. What was quite nice this round was the fact that I don't think, I'm not sure if Russia went for Ukraine and failed, or didn't go for it at all, but we had Ukraine intact this round, so I thought we had to go for West Russia now if the opportunity arose. It's a nice take as well, clean, no losses. Not a great start here, but we got it in the end. A little bit dicey, 2 missed rounds. Baltic as well. I did contemplate as also going really heavy into Baltic so I could reinforce Karelia directly, but the problem is there's so many allied transports nearby that they could very easily land on that with good odds and just crush it. The UK could crush it by themselves probably, so yeah. The problem here was reinforcing Karelia, so I really should have gone through Poland quicker. That whole safe route, the longer but safer route through to Karelia would be the best option here. The stack's building obviously, but we've got we can hold out for now. We're still safe, but it's getting to the point where we're going to have to start thinking about yeah, getting a bit radical with something, because the numbers are rapidly increasing for both UK and US in Finland. So a 1-2 punch could be devastating at this point. If we lose Karelia, it's over. But we're still in it, just ahead on attack power, but it's getting close now. They're catching up. Okay, I didn't record Japan 7, unfortunately, so we're skipping straight onto Germany 7. But at this point, I've committed to a new strategy. We're going to go for the 9 victory cities now because the gap is rapidly closing on attack power, so I feel like my time is extremely short. So I've sent transports to on the way to Hawaiian Islands to try and control that, in case the US try and obviously retake it with transports of their own. We've moved the entire Japanese stack into Kazakh with a view to going down to India. And we're going to try and just capture India, hold the Hawaiian Islands, and obviously hold Karelia, France and Germany to complete our 9. So yeah, it's all deployment into Karelia now. So we're building 2 fighters a turn now to deploy directly into Karelia, because that's the best, obviously, best I can do defensively. Then the rest are just going to go into infantry, are going to go into Germany. So it's an all or nothing play now, all or nothing completely. I've committed to this completely now. So we're going to go for it, see if we can pull it off. Okay, so we're jumping straight into the action in Japan round 8. So we've gone for Persia. Obviously moving the stack within 1 tile of India. Clearing some subs out of, well, trying to anyway, 53, and then we're going to just reinforce with all the infantry we can, which is 8 of them, obviously. Yeah, trying to make Hawaiian Islands impossible, well, not impossible, but hard to take if the US build transports. So we're abandoning pretty much everything in China. I'm not fussed. We're just going to move everything towards, the only thing that matters now is India. That's the key. So we've moved into Burma as well, so we've got attacking it from 2 sides. There's a tank blitzing through north, but it doesn't really matter because this is all or nothing. It's India or we lose, essentially. So I'm not bothered about any of the territories. Yes, it's really down to what US purchase now, if they're going to go for a heavy transport build. But I've got a bit of defence in the sea as well, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's just, the only question now is, can we hold all 9? That's the thing. Take India and can we hold it? Korea is probably the weakest, but yeah, it's close, very. So this is Germany 9, 2 fighters for Karelia, and all we can afford for Germany. No combat this round, we can't afford to. Obviously the objective now is to hold those 3 cities, or 3 provinces, so there can be no combat. all available hands are going to be defending now, so I'm trying to split the troops up as well as I can, given the situation. And this is the key round, round 9 is the key round, so if they take any victory city here, we've pretty much screwed, so it's a question whether we can hold now. Karelia, it's got a lot of fighters, to be fair. It's got 13 fighters, so it's pretty stacked, but still the numbers on bordering Finland are pretty scary. And there we go. Yeah, so my opponent resigned. I think they went for an attack on Germany. That was their choice to go for Germany. They were probably going to land everything they could into Germany with the US as well, but they had I'm assuming a bad attack. We can't see the combat round. We can see the move, but we can't see the actual combat itself, so I'm assuming they got really bad rolls there. Yeah, so we won in the end, which was, yeah, quite crazy. I didn't expect to win this game. I thought this was a very risky move. I think my opponent could have reacted better to it, because obviously we had this set up here. They could have prepped for this a little bit earlier. My transports were very visible going for Hawaiian Islands, so they could have maybe fought for this and kept themselves in the game, because they had the numbers coming through, so it would have been eventual. They would have taken it, I think, anyway. But yeah, I think another mistake here was probably not going for Karelia too, because he or she, I'm not sure if it's a male or female, but they went for Germany, obviously. I think they probably should have, given the situation is I will take India this round, so they had to take a victory city somewhere, so I think they should have probably gone for, so they didn't even move the fighter from Moscow. They should have everything from Finland should have gone for Karelia with everything available. So all should have gone to Karelia, just in case this Germany attack didn't work out. The Americans could have gone for, Karelia instead. So I think a little bit, not great awareness there. I think maybe they realised once this attack started going badly and what had happened that they'd messed up. So yeah, that was over. But look at the final thing. So it's very close. I think it was one of my better Axis games. I'm still learning. I'm definitely still learning a lot. And this kind of situation where you're defending all 3 victory cities doesn't happen often with me. I think it's quite a nice little end game situation that I need to be practicing more, because I feel like I'm getting the hang of it better though, because of this game in particular was quite useful for me. I think reinforcing Karelia either through Japanese forces in Evenki or a slower approach through Poland and Belarus would have been an improvement on this to keep the Karelia stack better, because I felt, because of what I had done, I wasn't reinforcing Karelia effectively. I think that maybe forced me into something a bit more aggressive by going for this victory city push. It worked out in the end, but I think it probably could have been defended better by my opponents. So maybe it wouldn't have worked out if they'd been a little bit sharper. But I don't know. I don't know. It was a good game though, really good game. I enjoyed it. On my opponent as well, they were actually quite strong, so it's probably my best win of the season really. If we look at KARELDOORMAN's profile, yeah, this is their first loss this season, which is quite nice. I was quite happy to give them their first loss. So they're a platinum player for both sides, so they're a very strong player, probably stronger than me to be fair. Yeah, they're definitely stronger than me. But it's just one of those games where I was able to take it, which is nice. So, yeah, overall, very happy with that game. I think I learned a fair bit while playing it, which is good. So, it's nice to get into those sort of end game situations with Axis to get a bit more practice at the far end, because obviously you play a lot more on at the opening side than you do the end side, just because if games end earlier than you expect. So, good practice. But there we go. That was my game against KARELDOORMAN. So we're heading closer to Platinum. I'll just have a quick look at my profile before we sign off. So we're 11-5, 46th in gold. So I'm not sure how many games away that would be to actually hit Platinum with Axis, but it's probably a fair few, I'd imagine. 4 or 5 or 6 maybe to get there. So we've got to have a bit of a streak to get back into Platinum, but I think we're on track at least. There we go. That's the full game. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next game. Take care.